And a big shout out to Cheryl for introducing and enabling me to have a greater understanding of the Global Caregivers Network and the essential contribution they continue to make for those they care about. Also, I've gained a greater sense of awareness and appreciation that carers deserve to be more valued. This presentation is about reimagining healthcare based on a greater understanding of how the body, health, and disease actually work. Yes, there is a better way. I am a health educator sharing health information of a difference that is making a difference. I'm not here to try and convince you. However, you and those you know, love, and care about do deserve to know. What you do with the information is up to you. If you wish to learn more, my details are in the chat and I'd love to share it with you. So really, the essence of this is the science of redox signaling molecules is the essence of life. And the challenge is to believe this science applies to you and those you know, love, and care about. Why do I say this? Because this health technology impacts every system, every organ and function in the body, in a way that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. Think of it another way. It plays all the keys on the piano. Academic journals, universities, and social media, and thousands of peer-reviewed articles is resulting in more and more people realizing that modern medicine and human health are at a crossroads. And the truth is that our 75 trillion cells are in the driving seat. This is now part of the journey to better health and vitality. More than ever before, there is a shift and a momentum towards a greater awareness, a curiosity, asking such questions as, why are we so sick? How can I, as an individual, ensure better health and vitality? And one of the reasons for this is because health is more than the absence or symptoms of disease. As you know, healthcare is very different from disease care. Cellular signaling is about how cells speak to one another, how any cell knows when to respond, and how to survive its changing and often harmful environment. For instance, if you cut your finger, a signal goes to the place of the cut and clots the blood and starts the healing process. So, how well cells deal with oxidative stress and inflammation is a function of their healthy signaling activity and how our genes directly impact 5 areas of health: our immune function, our inflammatory response, our cardiovascular health, and our digestive health, and our hormone balance. This information is transformational and offers opportunities to empower your health and the health of those you know, love, and care about. Verdus Norton informs us it's never too late to start something with great purpose, especially if it is in the service of humanity. And this technology certainly is. Never stop growing, learning, and becoming. And that sentiment makes caregivers an amazing national and international organization. Our bodies are the most complex communication network that exists, more powerful than your mobile phone, your desktop, or whatever. This science is now pointing to a whole new level, the cellular level, using groundbreaking redox signaling technology, helping to protect, rejuvenate, and keep cells functioning at optimum levels. Every second of every day, our cells are passing tremendous amounts of information throughout the body. And any breakdown in that signaling and communication, we cannot be fully healthy. For example, we receive a signal when we are hungry, or thirsty, or cold, or tired, or excited, or fed up, or when we need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the day. The one I like most is when you wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. Now that is a great signal. Then there are unconscious signals for our heart, our lungs, our liver, our kidneys. So when we lie in bed in the morning and look at the ceiling, do we say, thank goodness my heart has been beating all night and I didn't even realize it? So our ability to stay healthy and have more energy and vitality relies on how well our cells function, and the function of every cell in the body relies on redox signaling messages that help protect, rejuvenate, and restore how our cells should work. Our bodies produce these molecules, however, lifestyle, our environment, health challenges, injury, age, we are not producing them in abundance as we used to when we were younger. And that is one reason why younger people have a tendency to be healthier than older people. There are many hundreds of books produced on this and thousands of peer-reviewed papers. And one of the books is this book, One Disease, Redox Imbalance, and how stress becomes disease. And just a few words from the back of it, redox imbalance is the disease we don't measure, diagnose, or treat. It is behind virtually every chronic disease and symptom, and it's driving over 1.5 trillion costs in annual healthcare costs spending in the US alone. Yet, despite 250,000 plus peer-reviewed articles on PubMed exploring its role in health and disease, the redox imbalance is virtually unknown outside the medical research community. So this science is the essence of life. And the challenge is to believe this science applies to you and those you know, love, and care about, impacting every system, every organ, and every function in the body, because it all begins at a cellular level. In other words, we naturally produce, well, to know this, we naturally produce these molecules. However, because of our lifestyle and the environment, they are not as available in abundance as they used to be when we were younger and when our bodies were in greater balance. Nothing happens in the body or in any cell without being signaled. So to finish off, the good news is that redox signaling molecules is the only technology in the world that amplifies and clarifies our critical cell signals, and the difference it is making in most people's lives is absolutely astonishing, including my own. For many people, this is now the missing link for better health and vitality, independently validated, 100% non-toxic, improves the efficacy of medication, enabling us to have a real advantage, no adverse side effects. This is not a treatment or cure for any disease or medical condition. It's 100% non-toxic, it cannot harm you and might do you some good. It improves the efficacy of medication. With every breakthrough, there is an opportunity. Being part of this breakthrough has enabled me and others to work with individuals, groups, and organizations. This breakthrough goes beyond nutrition, beyond ingredients, and impacts the body in a way that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. It also impacts greater resilience and faster recovery for athletes. My thanks to you all for enabling me to understand your challenges, the gift of your attention, and the possibility of us exploring how we could collaborate. My details are in the chat. Thank you so much.
Woo woo! Open up your mics. Open up your mics. Wow, that was awesome. Patrick,